I'm back. Um, I said I'd tell you some things about things that happened when we were on the routes. And we had one thing. We were delivering 5 routes at the time, and we've been having people say that we were the best carriers they ever had. Well, this one, it was kind of in town. Josh had to put the paper up on their porch. And every time he did it, he came back and he kept saying the guy was being mean. He was just being mean. And so I talked to him some more. And I went ahead and I talked to my DM. And I said, how we've been putting it up on the porch and he's been being mean. And could we just go ahead and bag it and toss it at the end of the driveway? And so he said, okay, that'd be fine. So I think we might have tossed it like maybe 3 times or something. And all of a sudden, pulled up there the one day, and yeah, we were running late because we'd had a flat tire. We still had the donut on the car. And he was having a fit about how his paper had been tossed in the driveway. He said, I pay to have my paper put on the porch. It's like, yeah, and you were getting it on the porch until you got the way you've been getting. And I talked to my DM, and he said it was fine to go ahead and toss it there. Oh, he got so worked up. His face was just about purple. He was throwing spittle out of his mouth as he was yelling. And then he says to me, you throw my paper there one more time, and I'm going to bring out a bat and put it through your fucking windshield. That's a threat. So I went down around the corner, and I called 911, and I reported him. Which, if I had known at the time what I know now, I would have went ahead and contacted the state police, because I didn't know that his wife was part of the government in that town. So the sheriff came out and talked with me, took notes, and said he was going to go and talk to the guy. And that was the last I heard. I kept contacting. He didn't contact me back. And nothing was done. And now I know why, because his wife was on the, forget what what it was, but she was in the government of that community, that township. So if I had done it right, if I had known, I would have contacted the state police, and maybe something would have been done. But I did contact my DM, and thankfully my DM was on my side. And he actually talked to the head ones at the company, and they made it to where this guy could not get his newspaper anymore. It was right on the paperwork that he was no longer able to get it. So I did not have to deliver there. Josh didn't have to worry about going up and maybe him do something. And he wasn't too happy. He tried different times to try and get the paper, and we would have a thing come through that he was supposed to get it because somebody wasn't paying attention to the paperwork and didn't know that he wasn't supposed to get it. But, contacted my DM, and it was taken care of. So since we don't deliver papers anymore, part of me's got to wonder if he's now getting it, because my DM doesn't work there anymore either. It's funny that the newest DM that we had said, oh, we were the best carriers and didn't want to lose us, and then went ahead because I had a medical issue and had a doctor's note. I wasn't supposed to work for 2 nights, just 2 nights. That's all they were giving me off, just to give me a little bit of a break to see if I felt better. And he fired me 2 days before Thanksgiving. How crappy is that? And I guess they had fired my previous DM, and I don't understand that. I gotta wonder if he was making too much money and this guy would work cheaper or something. I don't know. But last we talked to any of the former customers, they were all saying that we were the best carriers they ever had, and that they weren't getting their papers right anymore, and that they had to complain all the time, and they still weren't getting them right. So frankly, I would be surprised if the business stays in business for too awful much longer. I don't know. We'll see. But just really crappy the way they did that. And it's crappy that guy got away with what he was doing just because his wife covered for him, was a bigwig in the community. and it's not right. And I said to different people, I can see now why he thought he could get away with it, because he can, because his wife is in the government. So I would hate to be around him. He was an older man. He was just nasty, vicious. And I would really be concerned about anybody being around him with the way he was. But that's all part of delivering papers, I guess. You got some people that are really good, make great impressions, and then you got other people that make really bad impressions, and you want nothing to do with them ever again. Some of them you have to deliver anyway, but with him, thankfully my DM covered us, and we were okay, and we didn't have to. But yeah, people kind of think that delivering papers is probably a boring job, and some of it can be, but when you're delivering, you deliver at night, you got wild animals popping out, you got to really keep an eye open for that. You got people that drive really crappy, and there's a lot of instances with that, and just different things. So you never know what's going to happen, what you're going to see, but yeah, that was our encounter with Mr. Sage. All right, everybody, take care. Bye.